Hi students, welcome to another video of Smartly Learn. In this video, let's find the solution for the first question in exercise 7.12. So let's look at the first subdivision. So this is integral between -1 to 1 mod x dx. So what do we know is mod operator? So when I say mod x, it gives all values of x, or this function always returns a positive value. So when x is actually negative, this function performs an operation of minus x. So when there is an already negative value of x, then this will be multiplied by negative sign, thereby making the whole outcome positive. However, when x is positive, this function returns the value just x. So with that in mind, with this limit, let's break this function into two parts, minus x and x. So here the limit is going to be between -1 less than x less than or equal to 0. This function takes the value of minus x, and this function will take the value of plus x for the x value between 0 and 1. So let's break this integration into two parts. So this is going to be -1 to 0, we will have a minus x dx, and between 0 and 1 we will have just x dx. So let's integrate this first one. So this is minus x squared by 2 between the limits -1 and 0, and in the second case it is just x squared by 2 between the limits 0 and 1. So now let's apply the limits. So in this case, the upper limit is going to be 0, minus of minus, because there is a negative sign here. Now let's apply the lower limit. -1 the whole squared is 1, so 1 by 2. Now for the second integration, so the upper limit is going to be 1 squared by 2, so which is 1 by 2. The lower limit is 0. So if you evaluate, this is essentially 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, so which is equal to 1. So the value of the first integration is equal to 1. Now let's take up the second one. The second integration is between 0 to 3 mod of x minus 2 dx. See, this function of mod of x minus 2 will give a negative of x minus of 2 when x is less than 2. So in this case, I am going to break this integration for the value 0 to 2 for the value for x, and this function will give a positive value, or it will return the value of x minus 2 as such. So the range is for x is between 2 and 3. So this is what was for the second one. So we will break this integration again into two parts. So between 0 and 2, this integration should be for minus of x minus 2 dx, and between 2 to 3, this integration is just for x minus 2 dx. Now in this case, I am bringing the negative sign inside so that it will be easy for integration. So 0 to 2 minus x plus 2, and in this case I am going to retain it as such. So 2 to 3 x minus 2 dx. Now let's perform integration. So in the first case it is minus x squared by 2 plus 2x between the limits 0 to 2, and in the second case it is going to be x squared by 2 minus 2x between the limits 2 to 3. So let's apply the limit. In the first case, the upper limit is going to be 2. So 2 squared is 4, 4 by 2 is 2, there is a negative sign, so minus 2, plus 2 into 2 is 4. So this is the upper limit, minus the lower limit in both the terms here is going to be 0. So I'm just representing like this. Now plus, let's move on to the second integration. So the upper limit is 3. 3 square is 9, so 9 by 2 minus 3 2s are 6. So this is the upper limit, minus of the lower limit. So 2 square is 4, 4 by 2 is 2, minus 2 into 2 is 4. So this is going to be the lower limit. Now let's simplify. 4 minus 2 is 2 plus 9 by 2. Now minus 6, this is minus 2 because 2 minus 4 is minus 2 into a negative sign. So this is a plus 2. Now if you simplify, 2 plus 2 is 4, minus 6 is minus 2. So 9 by 2 minus 2. If you take LCM, this will give you 5 by 2. So the answer for the second integration is 5 by 2. Now let's move on to the third one. The third integration, the limit is between 0 to 2, x minus 1 divided by mod of x minus 1 dx. So we have to look at this whole function. So x minus 1 by mod of x minus 1, this function will behave as a value of -1 when x lies between 0 and 1. And this function will take a +1 value when x is between 1 and 2. So this is what will be the integration. So we will break this integration into two parts now. So in this case, between 0 and 1, we are integrating minus 1 dx, and between 1 and 2, we are integrating plus 1 dx. So in the first case, it is minus x between the limits 0 to 1, and in the second case, it is x between the limits 1 and 2. So now let's apply the upper limit. So this is minus 1 minus 0 for the first case, and in the second case, it is going to be 2 minus 1. So this is minus 1 plus 1. So the answer for the third integration is going to be equal to 0. Now let's move on to the fourth one. The fourth integration is between minus 1 and 1, the mod operator of x plus 2 divided by x plus 2 dx. See, this function is going to return only positive value of 1 if the function is going to be, the value of x is going to be greater than minus 2. Fortunately for us, both the limits upper and the lower limit are greater than minus 2. So this operation of mod x plus 2 divided by x plus 2 will only return the value of 1 always. So this integration is going to be reduced as integral between minus 1 to 1 dx. Integral of 1 dx is just x between the limits minus 1 and 1. So let's apply the upper limit 1 minus of the lower limit is another minus 1. So if you simplify, this is 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. So the fourth one's value is plus 2. Now let's take up the fifth one. Here the integration is between minus 3 to 0, x plus 3 divided by mod of x plus 3 dx. So if you see in the first case, like in the previous case, the value of this function will always return as 1 as long as x value is minus 3 and above. As we see, the limits value is also between minus 3 to 0. So this function can be replaced at the value of 1. So this integration will get modified as integral between minus 3 to 0, 1 dx. So after integration, it is x between the limit minus 3 to 0. So let's apply the upper limit. So it is 0 minus of minus 3. So the answer is going to be 3. So now let's move on to the last one. This is going to be integral 0 to 3 integer or greatest function x dx. First, let's understand what is the greatest function. So when I say greatest function of x, if we pass the value of x between 0 and 1, this function will give you a value of 0 because the greatest integer between 0 and 1 is 1. However, if I pass this function between 1 and 2, if I pass the value, so this function will return the value of 1 for me, and between the value 2 and 3 for the greatest function, the value it will return is going to be equal to 2 because 2 point odd, if you look at any values out here, so it is going to round it off to 2. So this integration is broken into 3 parts. So 0 to 1, it is going to be 0 dx, plus 1 to 2, it is going to be 1 dx, and between 2 to 3, it is going to be 2 dx. Now let's integrate 0 dx. Obviously, this is going to be get cancelled. So in this case, it is going to be x after integration between the limits 1 to 2, and in this case, it is going to be 2x between the limits 2 and 3. So let's apply the limits in the first case. So this is going to be 2 for the upper limit minus 1 for the lower limit. Plus in this case, the upper limit when you apply, it's 3 into 2 is 6, minus when you apply the lower limit, it is 2 into 2 is 4. So if you see 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 plus 6 minus 4, which is equal to 3. So the value of the final integration here is 3. In the next video, we will find the solution for the second question in this exercise. See you in the next video. Bye.